Hello, hello.
Hello there. I'd like to inform you about a historical figure who changed humanity forever. Now, who is this person? Well, think of a person who was born in the 1450s, who had been curious since childhood, and who has profoundly impacted modern-day medicine, engineering, and artwork. Perhaps you may have guessed it. It's Leonardo da Vinci. Now, he didn't just create wonderful works of art, but he advanced the modern world through ingenious, inventive investigation. Whether you're an engineer or a medical professional, Da Vinci had a prodigious effect on your field of interest. As a pre-med student, I realized the prominence of Da Vinci's life. Generating sophisticated knowledge regarding the human anatomy and physiology, he created various manuscripts that defined his findings and promulgated the convolution of the human body. Leonardo da Vinci significantly affected present-day life through artwork and study. And to fully comprehend his contributions, I'd like to focus on his artistic, medical, and engineering impacts. First off, let's take a glimpse at Da Vinci's early life. Leonardo da Vinci, born April 15, 1452, is known today for his great impact on human life. Cited biography.com editors. Though he received only a small amount of formal education, he was a curious young boy. He began his artistic career at about age 14, and he started his own studio, recruited young artists, and even gained status as a master artist in the Florentine Guild of St. Luke. He was a prominent artist during the High Renaissance period and advanced early arts, cited Kleiner 624. His techniques included a triangular placement of the figures, a smoky-like composition method called sfumato, and a unification of the figures depicting an emotional state of mind, cited Kleiner 627. One prime example is Leonardo's The Last Supper. In this piece, Leonardo demonstrates the famous scene of Christ's last meal with the apostles before his detection and arrest by Judas. If a person scrutinizes the painting, he or she will find that Christ's position creates an equilateral triangle, forming a focal point and equality. When viewing the piece, one may view the art and think of the famous biblical event, whereas another may see the work as a capturing of the sense of reflection on Christ's meaning. Now, the end effect, nevertheless, is a stunning realization as to what a person can construct, and Da Vinci certainly accomplished a true work of art. Now that we understand some of Da Vinci's principal artwork, we can apply that knowledge to his medical discoveries. Leonardo broke ground in the medical and scientific fields, and he created anatomical notebooks named Anatomical Manuscripts A and B. During his life, Da Vinci dissected over 30 cadavers. He gained great information that he would record for others' appreciation. One example of Da Vinci's discoveries is a sketch of the human shoulder, cited Such. The 15th century public believed that the human body was not as complex as what the modern populace understands today. Before a time of great MRIs, CTs, and X-ray scans, an observer of Da Vinci's work may conclude that Leonardo was not just as accurate with his anatomical descriptions, but with his artistic details. And thus, one can conclude that Da Vinci dedicated much time to his medical research for others to learn from. With his extensive anatomical investigation came new concepts and theories about the human body. And current medical specialists can comprehend the complex bodily layers thanks to the vast efforts of Leonardo da Vinci. Finally, the engineering field considerably benefited from Da Vinci's experimentation with machinery and mechanisms. Leonardo was a man of ingenuity, and this factor was made evident during his life. He kept sketches and references to all of his works. One of those drawings depicted an early type of helicopter. Known as the air screw, it was an illustration that was mapped out in precise detail with instructions on how to activate the primitive air vehicle. Per his careful notes, the contraption would compress air to gain altitude, similar to modern helicopters. Although this invention remained on the drawing board, modern engineers can gain knowledge from Leonardo's innovations. In fact, in the 1940s, the first contemporary helicopter took to the skies, cited Leonardo da Vinci inventions. Viewing Leonardo's plans, one would identify many attributes linked to modern physics and engineering theories, and they may even realize that he was a man hundreds of years ahead of civilization around him. Overall, the viewer may obtain a sense of futuristic planning during a period of revolution, rebirth, and revival. So, I hope that you have a deeper understanding as to who Leonardo di Ser Piero da Vinci truly was. In conclusion, Leonardo da Vinci had great works that contributed to the society throughout the centuries. Living during a time of great reawakening, Leonardo influenced the fields of art, medicine, and engineering, and his devotion to these subjects paved new ways for better understanding towards the specific topics and ultimately an advanced and contemporary world. You can certainly conclude that Leonardo was a man of passion, perspicaciousness, and creativity. I want to leave you with a quote from Leonardo da Vinci, who stated, "I have been impressed with the urgency of doing, but knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do." Thank you very much.
Thank you.